I've done it.
Nice. Okay.
Beep beep. Beep 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 beep.
Test.
TT.
It's even better.
Nice.
Doo. All right, I don't know why that's so low. I was worried that it was still my Vive or Index mic.
I'm seeing good waves. What is that? No. There's the link. And we are on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we? Yes.
Make sure everybody's turned up all the way.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Chance.
What's going on?
And Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
Okay.
All right, I think we're good. But do you ever really know? You know, it's... Who knows? We'll do it. We'll do a warm-up game just in case.
Sure. Yes. Let's begin.
In alphabetical order, this is one of our favorites. In alphabetical order, your favorite places that you've ever been embarrassed. Go.
A bathroom.
The pool,
Bathroom.
the beach. Shit. Beach
Not in
should come
alphabetical
first.
order. You know, PB. It's.
God.
We'll drop the alphabetical. Just all
Camp.
Camp.
Yeah.
A bathroom.
Dodger Stadium.
The
I
Dodger
remember that
doctor's
story.
office.
Funeral home.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Good.
Clock's ticking.
Garden.
Garden.
When were you embarrassed in a garden?
You don't
Oh,
remember that
I
one?
was trying to do my own yard work and I had said some things and my neighbor heard.
Okay. Is that real?
No.
Isn't that the worst? Being embarrassed in your own garden.
And it not even being real.
Gee.
No, I think that's happened to me before. It seems a little too fresh on my mind. My neighbors
Really?
moved and we didn't even know about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we saw a bunch of moving trucks out there and I was assuming it was like their kids are going to college because they're like older. And I was talking to my other neighbor today and he was like, "Oh yeah, they moved." I was like, didn't even know.
These
That's how oblivious we are.
the neighbors on the right side moved?
Left side.
Oh, left side facing your house, because that's the one I.
No, yeah, they're still there.
Oh, the right side of facing your house. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably told you that you were moving, but you're just probably so busy in the garden. You're probably just like, okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Can't hear you. These tomatoes are trying to come in.
If these hydrangeas look like shit again this year,
Tomatoes screaming in.
They're being
Um,
birthed.
well, I'd say that was pretty good. We made it further than we usually do on the places you've been embarrassed game. I think good work, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was gonna say home. Yeah, I was gonna do that for H or here, I guess.
That's got to be really embarrassing if you're embarrassed in your own house.
Yeah. Oh, dude, let me tell you something. Today, well, you know what? I'll do it after the word. I'll tell you, because I don't know, Jeff. Does the warm ups does some of this make it into the final or?
It depends. Sometimes it does.
Oh,
Go
okay.
for it. Go ahead. While it's fresh on your mind.
Yeah, tell us now.
Oh, yeah, story time. Yeah, yesterday, the maintenance people come into my apartment, and I'm here. There was no email, there was no text
Illegal.
message. There was no email going back like a week ago. Nothing like that. It was just no scheduled maintenance warning. I was doing laundry. Thankfully, something normal. I was doing something normal. They knock on the door. Maintenance. And then the guy waited 2 seconds or less, and he jiggles his keys, opens the door.
Oh my god, dude.
He comes in. He's like, "Hey, maintenance, I got a couple guys behind me. We're gonna do this thing real quick." Oh, they do the normal thing at apartments. They look under the sink, and then they look at your smoke detectors and say, "Okay, everything's good." But they go in all the rooms with their flashlight just to look at something,
Huh?
and that was so fast. Like, how quickly you sober up when that happens. I mean, how quick? It was 2 seconds. I had a 2 second warning.
Wow.
I was doing laundry. I could have been shitting. I could have been showering. I could have been pissing. I could have been masturbating at the front door.
Which is
About
fine.
the front
it's your
door.
home. That
how
I
do
feel-
you defend against that?
You don't, and I think that's the intention. I feel like that's that guy's technique, like to try to catch an eyeful of
Mhm.
whatever's happening. Like
see.
that's how he
Mm.
justifies having that job. Not that there's anything wrong with that job, but like that's how he gets through the day. Is like,
Right, yeah.
maybe.
It's like a bouncer that like abuses his power a
Sure.
little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is his domain. He's like, as long as they're not messing with the things underneath the sink. It's like, we're not. I've never even seen underneath the sink.
That's right. Yeah. What if he came in and I was actively sabotaging my own sink?
As you were wont to do. I've
Yeah.
heard stories.
Well, some people do that so they can, get the maintenance guy in there.
Some people
But you know
are
what? You
wet
should
bandits.
now. You should fuck up your own place a little
I
bit,
should,
and
yeah.
then be like, yeah, this won't work.
Yeah.
Keep coming by.
Three dudes came bursting in, I almost felt like I wanted to fall back on the couch and be like, "Oh no, what's happening?" Unfortunately, none of that happened. And
Find out.
they left, and that was a tiny bit of disappointment, but
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Find out. Watch them next time wherever their mandatory inspection spots are, like under your sink. I think you found as one, and then
Send him on a scavenger hunt.
no, just like print out Goatsy, poster board size, and like have it under your sink, waiting for him to open up, or like a tiny one behind the smoke detector, so like when they check the batteries, it falls out.
Yeah. Oh, we did that once. We did that once to my old work. Yeah. We used to prank each other at work, and I got these little pictures of my coworker, little like 2 inch by 2 inch square pictures of his head, and I used to hide him in places throughout the office, and just like in the middle of books that'll never be opened for 1,000 years. In between his wall and his desk, something that he'll never find. I think I did put one in under the cover of the fire alarm system. Or something. Just yeah, you're right. I should do that.
I had a friend
should do
who
that.
thought it was funny to hide beer bottles, and we were drinking at the house I was living in, which was owned by the parents of one of the guys that was also living there. So day after we had been drinking, or morning after we had been drinking, the dad, who is the landlord, shows up unannounced, barges in, hears one of the toilets running, just kind of like slowly running in the hallway, looks at it, like takes the top of the tank off, and there's 2 beer bottles shoved in there. And like they're blocking something from stopping, so it's just leaking. He yells, and then I'm pretty sure we got in trouble for it, but I mean, it's better than like an actual upper decker, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Jeez.
I was staying in a hotel once, and it was close to midnight, somewhere around there, and all of a sudden my door opens without no knocking,
What?
nothing. Yeah, I'm in bed, and the door opens, and you really find out who you are in those moments, where it's like someone's opening my door, and how am I gonna act? And I pulled my bed sheet over my nipples, and I said hello.
Okay, so you
My
are self-conscious about.
well, it was like fight or flight moment, but mine is friendly.
You did neither, yeah.
Nah, no fight or flight there. More of just hello, can I help you?
Who is this?
So I covered my nips, and I bring the sheet up to my neck, and I go hello, and it was the guy at the front desk, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought no one was in here," and he like leaves, and I go, first of all, your heart's racing, like Jesus fuck, I was just trying to sleep,
What
and
time
now
is
it's like almost midnight.
it? Okay.
And so, like, I lay back down, and your heart's racing. You're like, well, I'm not getting to bed for another 30 minutes at least. And then I couldn't stop thinking about what the fuck was he gonna do in this room?
Yeah. What was he
If
doing
I
in there
wasn't
at midnight?
here, what were his plans? Because maybe it was like, oh, I think this is, maybe he's bringing someone else in there, and they were gonna, maybe he's gonna blow the bellboy or whatever.
feel
Right,
like
but why room 506? I guess he thought
Right.
it was empty. Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea, but yeah, it was super like terrifying to just be like broken in on like that.
I feel like
Yeah.
if you work in any sort of maintenance, any sort of residential areas, just assume that the place is full, that somebody's in there,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in the bathroom. That's all you need to know. Nothing more than that, but just that they're there and they're in the can. Like, safe for everybody.
Yeah,
That's
man.
weird. So did you invite him in?
Yeah, I said, well, you're already here.
Right. That's
No,
nice.
I had curlers in my hair. I was like,
Your face
it's
cream on.
midnight. Yeah.
Well, hi guys.
Hey.
Oh yes, hello.
Welcome
Here
to
we are.
another episode. It's Mark, Steven, and Jeff from Hummies VR Comedy on YouTube. This is our podcast. We also stream on Twitch. We've got a pretty kick-ass Discord,
Mm-hmm.
Patreon. We got all the things.
I
You're
think so. I
listening to
think
this,
that's everything.
You don't
Yeah.
know about any of those other things, go figure them out. Please. Thank you.
Right. We had just now released the musical done by Brian Killeen.
Mm-hmm.
That is up on YouTube now.
Have
It
we gotten
is
confirmation on the
a
pronunciation
wonderful
of his
song.
last name?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
pretty simple, but
Yeah.
when everyone's waiting for you to read something, it's
Oh,
you
yeah.
just start going through
No,
your
yeah,
head.
I'm not 100%.
And yeah, it's still, again, sorry to interrupt, Stephen, but yeah, it was an amazing song. Fantastic video. Well done, everybody involved.
Mm-hmm.
Big pats
Mhm.
on backs.
Yeah. And now that's, I mean, 100 podcasts, 200,000 subscribers. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Yeah, maybe something will happen.
Yes.
Maybe something good will happen.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
Yeah, we're hitting all these things now. The musical has happened. It's
The lunchbox.
we need to construct a ride at an amusement park.
Yeah.
That's right.
You think we could put together like a novelization of our podcast?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. We need
Or
book,
like a
ride.
small
Yeah, you
book
mean a
series?
book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a kids book series of our videos, like
Oh, that'd be fun.
the
pop-up
guys
book.
from the forest solve mysteries or something, and
Oh. Minus all the dead hot dog people.
Right. Yeah.
Or do we
well,
keep that in the
keep
kids'
it in there.
books?
Kids got to learn sometime.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Who knows?
Who better
Who
than
knows
us?
what happened? Once we get there, we'll see.
We'll see. Well, to keep up with tradition and superstition, I don't think it's a superstition, but we got the word. We have another word this week.
A
Nice.
word, yes. What is the word? Is it the bird?
Stephen, no.
Oh, he always thinks it's the bird.
So I don't keep a list of this, and I'm just now thinking we may have already done this word, but we're gonna do it
Okay.
Let's see.
and see how good we are remembering at things. That came out right. The word is pulchritudinous.
Oh, come on.
What's that? Whole.
We have not had this, and I don't even know how to guess this.
Pull.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. I think you guys can hear Google try to pronounce it.
Pulchritudinous.
Wow.
Pulchritudinous. Yeah.
Pulchritudinous. Yeah, that's when you're pulling someone away very rudely,
Hmm.
Okay.
you know? Like I'm talking to someone at the bar. Maybe I'm talking to some girl at the bar and her friend pulls her away.
Yes.
That's pulchritudinous
the
of her.
wing person
know?
pull.
That happens,
It is a rude pull. I understand.
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
should be a word for that, and I think that's the word.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mark?
Pulchritudinous is when your hole is bigger than someone thought.
Okay.
Wait,
all right.
wait.
Yeah, he's defining his different words now. We're getting extras.
Is it pull or hole?
Pull, P.
Okay.
Oh, it's pull. P-U-L.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
well, in that case,
It's sort of
it's when you pull harder than you think someone was going to pull.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've got similar definitions.
Yeah.
But that
Okay.
that to me seems like that you're both on the same track, which means more than likely you're correct.
Oh.
I think.
I
Last
mean,
time we were both correct, it was the uncle one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we,
Yeah,
we
that's right.
both
Let
said
it
the
be
same
known.
thing.
Let it be known that we both got one word right at the same time before.
Yeah.
So
Once.
What is this one?
Pulchritudinous means beautiful.
That's it?
Beautiful. Dan,
Ah.
the example sentence, yeah, isn't that like a letdown? It seems like such a fun word. Like it should be so much more than just a one-to-one replacement for another word.
Yeah, exactly. So use it in a sentence.
Dan gazed admiringly at the pulchritudinous brunette.
Okay, there's about 4 words in that sentence. I don't know.
Jeez.
Prudently. I would assume you have to add the "ly" on the end for it to work in a sentence.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, not a fan.
I'm not either, but it's a big one, and it's a kind of a crunchy. I like how it sounds to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You like how it sounds to say.
Yeah, I mean I don't care
Okay.
for what it means,
Mhm.
but it's a fun one to say.
Okay.
I have an idea for the podcast and our callers too, and this is just a wing. Maybe you edit this out, but they give us a subject that is obviously not really political because I don't, we don't want to talk politics on here, or whatever.
Sure.
But not really political. But they give us a debate topic, and
Yes.
one of us has to be for,
Yes,
one of us has to be against, and one of us is a judge.
100%. Please, everybody, please
And
send in
so-
your ideas for topics.
Wow.
Send in your debate topics, and we can do it a couple ways. We can do it on the fly, so when we get a voicemail, we just go ahead and go, or we can. I would be inclined to do a little bit of research, but at the same time, it's kind of funny to just go straight into it and
Yeah.
like, oh, I agree, and it's not our actual belief on where we stand, but we're just.
You have to make the argument.
You have to make the argument
great,
for
yeah.
or against.
I think also the other thing is that the caller, if they wish, are allowed to assign who is for and against and who is the judge in each of
Okay.
their scenarios.
Okay.
So
Sure.
that we have no option, we have no choice. We are beholden
That's a
to
great
the
idea.
viewer.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
That
Well,
is
great idea.
that is not being cut out.
Mm.
Man, oh man, do we have any suggestions for time? No, we don't. That's not our job. Let the listener, let the viewer
Yeah.
decide that for us.
You-
And, we don't even know where we want this to go. You guys,
Sure. Yeah. Fuck us up with some debate questions.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's see
And
what happens.
call us 513-486-4968. And we'll have a little debate sesh here and there. It'll be fun, I think.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So speaking of, we've got that number and we have some voicemails that people have left at that number for us this week.
Okay.
But first, I wanted to mention a couple things. Mark, you texted me recently this week, last week maybe,
Mm-hmm.
and you said, thank you for suggesting Ted Lasso or something to that effect.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I think that not only is it super nice that you went out of your way to text somebody to thank them, that's just very polite and like a very nice thing to do, but also the fact that like you maybe not 100% because of my suggestion. I just like when people suggest things, they're like, you should watch this. Like, I think we talked about it on here before. I'm like, I don't want to watch it.
Right. Exactly.
I don't,
Right.
I'm not interested now. Like, I'll watch it when I want to watch it. But that maybe you watched it partly because I suggested it. I was like, wow, that makes me feel really good.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
That is a nice thing. And then also, I'm really enjoying, we're in season 2. Very much enjoying it. I think it's a great show. It's just, it's almost bizarre, like how lighthearted or like positive the show is and like how nice the show is.
Mm-hmm.
But I got pissed off at it because they had a Christmas episode, and like it started making me feel things.
Mm.
I was like, this is not what this show is for. Like, how fucking dare you? I'm sitting on my couch. I just finished eating. This is not the time for emotions.
Huh. I'm
It
not
was-
familiar with this thing.
Yeah. I think yeah, no, that show's just fantastic. Like you said, it's a great show. And we flew through season 1. Dane and I flew through season 1, and then literally we're like, all right, how about we watch the first episode of season 2? And we were going to get in bed early that night, and 3 episodes later, we're like, all right, go to bed. We're going to bed now. So
What is this show? I don't know what's being talked about.
Jason Sudeikis is he like an SEC coach, or like he's a D1 football coach? He's a college football
Yeah.
coach from the United States, who for some crazy only exists in TV show situation ends up and goes to become the head coach of a football team or club over in England.
mhm.
So real big fish out of water. And he takes his, and I've said this before, and every episode I feel like I stand by it even more. He takes his assistant coach, who I think is just Okie. Like I think
Yes, he does. He is just okay.
he's Okie. This
Yeah.
is like 100%. But it's like underdog. He's out of his league. Doesn't know what's going on. But he just plays this like unbelievably nice, like upbeat, positive person. And is trying to work his way through it. It's just a nice show.
And by the way, I am really hard to make laugh out loud
Mhm.
when I'm watching something. Fucking killer jokes.
Really?
Killer jokes. Yeah.
Same. Like I feel awkward and weird about it because I like when Mary and I are watching TV, I never laugh out loud. But this, like, I regularly throughout the show, LOL.
Yeah.
Son
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
bitch. I gotta see it.
And
Okay.
like I feel like I'm like, what? Like I'll do it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like what? How is this?
How is this?
Wow. All right. Okay.
And then while we're talking, the guy, Jamie, the guy that plays Jamie Tart,
Mm-hmm.
guy's like, and I don't mean this in a bad way at all. This guy has a face like a Ken doll or something. Like I've never seen a face so perfect. Or I don't know what it
It's
is.
sharp. Yeah.
It is. My God, it is sharp.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I
then-
think that's why they cast him for that part for sure.
Yeah. I feel like it's correct.
100%.
And then Roy, is it Roy?
Roy, yeah.
If he's not a Batman in the next 5 years, what is anybody doing? Why
Yeah. What is anyone doing? Yeah.
like I'm interested to see Patman. Is it who's Roy? Is Pattinson Batman? I don't know.
Robert Pattinson, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested, but let's get him, do your shit, move on. Like let Roy get in there.
Yeah. That guy, I couldn't remember where I saw him from, but I saw him on Derek. You ever see that Ricky Gervais show?
Aware of it. I think I watched like the first episode.
Very good.
It was
so good.
I think it was too like emotionally.
Yeah, it's
Like I was like, I get it. I understand what's going on here. I don't.
right. But yeah, he was in there, and I think that's like the one only other thing I saw him in. But he's fantastic too.
Yeah. So that's what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, Well, now should we, Stephen? Did you have science?
No science today. Just well, it depends. Do you want to be sad or happy?
No science today, then.
Okay, no science today. No science today. I just saw this alert that says there's a new COVID variant in
Yeah, the South African
South
one.
Africa, and
Yeah.
just the headline is "It's the most mutated thing yet." Jesus, what does that mean?
Oh my God. Well, you know what? I did see that too. And it made me immediately think of you when we were all getting vaccines and stuff. And no, before even the vaccine, we were talking about, you were like, this is going to be for the rest of our life. And I was like, we'll be out of this thing like by the end of 2021. And Steven was like, no, it's going to be forever.
Yeah.
Steven was right. It's going to be forever. In some way, shape, or form, this thing is gonna hopefully we'll get a handle on it in some sort of fashion. But this shit's only been around for a minute and it's mutated a couple of times.
Yes, it's gonna wave around. It's gonna make the rounds. It's gonna get stronger and stronger. Pretty soon, it's gonna grow legs and muscle arms, and it's gonna start punching us. I mean, I don't know.
We should all say that we are not medical professionals.
No, this is not medical
sort of
advice.
Medical advice or information, purely conjecture and opinion. Safety covered out of the way there.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes. No mental haze. I see. No full science stuff today. I just saw that. I was like, oh my God. Okay. Not a happy fun time science day that I have found, but maybe next week there will be.
Well, and
It's
like
always
even,
next week.
like the biggest thing, I don't even want to talk about space. Like the biggest thing in space right now is a certain unnamed someone's suit against NASA that is so large it's like actually fucking up their computer system. I think I've seen.
Whoa! Someone's lawsuit?
Yes.
Do you think he meant like suit?
No. I just don't understand how someone's like, "Hey, we're suing you guys," and they're like, "Our computers aren't working." This lawsuit's so big.
You can't do it. Our computers are down. Can't be sued. Sorry.
Right? Yeah. Didn't see it. Dude, I swear to God, I used to think that like just throwing bills in the trash just made them go away.
Yeah, right. That's what I used to think that too, right?
Yeah. Just be like, oh, I didn't get it, so it's
Yeah. I saw the guy do it on Roger Rabbit, so I thought it worked.
It does for about 30 days or so, and then
Yeah, and then they let you know. Now you owe us double.
Okay. Jeez. It's
yeah.
too
So
much.
people out there making space unfun now.
How are you suing space? Who's suing space? Oh, you don't have to say it if you don't want to get into it, but just the balls to sue space.
A certain hairless gentleman.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
What's he?
Luthor wannabe?
I don't understand what the lawsuit is. Was it too fun?
I think it was because he wanted his little company to be contracted by NASA.
Oh.
I don't know enough to speak intelligently about it. I've just been seeing headlines and blips and shit. But I don't know. I should probably read more about it before I talk about it. But it does seem frustrating.
And who's space gonna get for their lawyer to defend? Some galactic goopla. Come in and be like, didn't do such things.
I hope it's Foghorn Leghorn, if it can be anybody. But
that's interesting, yeah, because now it's intergalactic law. Is that a thing?
I'm sure they're trying to make it be.
Probably will be soon.
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds fun. You can't have fun on the ground. You can't have fun in space.
You just can't have nice things, fun anywhere anymore.
I can't have fun in my own apartment.
Yeah, people are saying, "Hey, what are you doing in there? I gotta go to space. Hey, what's going on up here?" God.
God, leave me alone.
And before I forget, I do want to thank somebody. Baby Boy George on Instagram
Oh, okay.
sent me a message, said that he heard me talking about the PS5 and you're trying to get one on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and sent me a message and a link to a Twitter account that I guess like this Twitter account, the person running it, like really has like some inside info about like where more consoles are being dropped. And like to follow this Twitter account, and that's how I guess he got one.
Right.
So like some advance heads up.
Huh.
Ooh,
So
okay,
thank you,
wow.
Baby Boy George. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm dumb. I don't know which name is you're supposed to read, the big bold letter name on Instagram or the smaller name. I don't know.
Okay.
It's Baby Boy
Okay.
George creamy
Not a social media
underscore
person.
goodness. I apologize.
Creamy for goodness.
Creamy underscore goodness.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, creamy goodness.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for that. I did actually subscribe to the Twitter account because the countdown is on. Death Stranding Director's Cut comes out the 24th. I will hopefully be prepared to play it then. Fingers
Can't wait,
crossed.
man.
Okay.
I have the money thanks to all the wonderful people that watch our Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Just gotta get that damn console.
Yeah. We need to do live Twitch streams together with also with our podcast. Get together and make a half a day out of it.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. I plan to do a marathon myself here soon in the next couple months.
I'm
Okay.
very
We'll
excited
be-
about this. I won't. Well, I'll let you spoil all that you want to about that, but that will be something whenever that
Yeah.
comes to be.
No, I think I mentioned it before. Desert Bus
Yes.
VR. I will be driving a virtual reality bus for 8 hours straight to virtually go from Reno to or LA to Las Vegas or something like that.
That's unbelievable. You're really doing that?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Great.
do it
I love it.
for charity. Yeah,
God.
the kids need help, and
I wonder if the kids like
have to be the one to do it.
That'd be funny if the kids actually need a ride somewhere and you're just virtually doing a ride.
Right.
Well, enough about our problems. Should we
You're
see if we
right.
can help other people with their problems?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
And they're not always problems. We know that not all these calls are problems. Sometimes they're just questions or comments, insults,
Solutions to problems.
solutions to problems. Full gamut. And we appreciate all of them. And thank you for calling.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go. Here's one. You're going to listen to it and hear it and know it now.
How old are you guys?
Okay. No technical problems. Surprisingly on this
Is
one.
that
That
it?
was it.
Is that it?
That was it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The question,
question?
no
Great question.
name. Great question. No name. How old are you guys?
Mm.
And it is a great question. It's a wonderful one.
Well, yeah. So we started doing this when 2000.
3.5 years ago. Are you
Yeah.
talking about the podcast?
The YouTube channel. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
3.5. So 20. What is that? 18,
Yeah. So
something like that. So there you go.
what? 3.5, almost 4 years. So we're almost 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah.
Great question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Next question.
Hey guys, it's Serge from Alabama. I've been watching y'all for a while, a little bit before Bar Fight. I'm a bit new to the podcast, started around episode 186. I had a question for y'all because y'all been talking about the phobias and words. And I have this strange, irrational fear of, like, the look of a chromosome. It just looks nasty, like the like tubes. Like if you zoom in on it, it just looks gross. Same with like the pi symbol, like the legs of it looks pretty gross. Anyways, just wondering if y'all could like come up with a name for that. Maybe we can coin it, put it on like some dictionary. I don't know. Anyways, excrement and ejaculate to you all, and I'll see you.
Wow.
That's great. Wow, super interesting.
Yeah.
Serge, thank you very much.
Thanks, Surge.
Yeah, thanks. That is weird. So a chromosome and the pi symbol, they've got these. I think I see what you're saying. They've got these extremities and their shapes, and it looks weird, right?
Mhm.
Didn't we learn the definition for like the cap on a chromosome or something?
Oh yeah, like a telomere.
Holy shit, you remembered.
Yeah, remember that?
Damn.
So this is. Yeah, I think I see what he's saying. There needs to be a word for the fear of that, for those shapes.
See, I think it's interesting because I can go along and I'm talking about the chromosome. Okay, that's a three-dimensional object that you can view. That's a thing, but then also to lump in like a what do you call it? Like a written thing for those to
But
be. And
yeah,
I'm not. All I'm saying is that I think it's interesting that this fear encompasses both of those, or maybe it's two separate, but they're kind of similar.
it maybe I get what he's saying though, because when I may have said this before, but I worked in 3D. If I was rigging something and it went wrong, and you go to animate it, and it's a horror demon thing that's rigged wrong, and there's all these spikes coming off the model, and it's got like weird arms all of a sudden, and it's crawling. That freaks me out bad.
Ooh.
I need a word for whatever that is.
Hmm. Oh
When
yeah, you've
there's a
told me that
glitch.
you've seen that and you've almost puked before.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it happened. The last time it happened for us is we were playing Hand Simulator, the horror story one,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Hand
yeah.
Simulator Origin. Remember that goat on the ground? We walk up to it and then it starts bouncing around in the air and it starts spiking and jiggling and the rig goes all weird. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's amazing because you're a big fan of Bethesda games like Skyrim and Fallout, known for all sorts of god awful Kraken like problems.
Yeah. So maybe this is a version of that, I think. So there's got to be a word. What do you call it? Like point phobia or spike phobia, something like that.
Jiggly
Graphic,
limbs.
something. Yeah, a jiggly visual phobia, but wrong jiggly. Something that shouldn't be jiggling or spiking. I don't know.
Well, but so pi is a completely static thing. Like there's never any jiggle to it. So I think it's more about the limbs.
But it's got the
Wrong limbs.
limbs. Yes.
And I'm
So
sorry,
it's-
I want to go back for a second. I'm sorry to bring up Bethesda, and like I know it seemed out of place. I just fucking Todd Howard in his leather jacket right now. I got a thing going on Twitter with him.
Okay.
It's really to front of my brain right now. I apologize for shoehorning that into everything. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'll probably cut that out.
Okay.
So limbs. Do we know what limbs, the Latin root for limbs is? Latin for limbs.
Like extremity or something.
Artis.
Extra.
And Latin for limbs sounds like a very confusing like fundraiser or a charity.
Okay.
Will you please help us raise money for new limbs?
Mental haze ragdollophobia. It's a good one.
Oh,
But for this
what?
high,
So what is Latin for curved?
I got nothing on this. You guys are talking about origins of words.
Curvum. That's actually the Latin. Is curvum.
Huh.
Curvum. It's starting to sound a little bit like a Harry Potter spell.
okay.
Artis curvum leviosa or bendiosa or something.
Bendiosa. Bendiosa.
It's a great question, though.
It is a great question, and full disclosure, like I'm immediately hearing that I'm like, Serge, you got a fear of, like, that's the problem with these phobias. Like, I don't believe it at first. Like, I'm like, no, nobody's afraid of that. Nobody. Why would you? Pie? But I think that's the completely wrong way to look at it.
Maybe if your
Yeah.
dad was a clown and used to come home and get a pie in the face. Got a fear
Lemon
of pie.
meringue? Ugh.
I don't believe that because when you're off work, you don't want to work anymore. So I think
Well, some
I-
people say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Mhm.
so. What happens when a clown gets off work? I mean, is he gonna continue shenanigans when he gets home, or is he gonna have a beer and just relax? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. You think? Well, I think you got to practice being a clown too. Like, there's still some element of I gotta sit down. You know, slipping on the banana peel. Everything's got to be timed exactly right. Seltzer water out of the flower. I mean, it's not easy. It's you gotta be sharp.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
has there ever been a skit or a sketch where like a clown dad comes in after a day of work and like he takes his little spinny hat off and then like he starts pulling the scarves out of his pocket to hang up on the coat rack. And he's just at the coat rack like pulling all of his shit out for like 5 minutes.
Trying to sit down.
Yeah, he just wants to come in and sit down. He
That's
sits down
funny.
and then he sits on a whoopee cushion and he's just so over it. He just wants to put his feet up.
He opens a beer, maybe he pours a nice whiskey, and he sits down on the chair, and a whoopee cushion, it flies up in the air. Like, bourbon goes in his eyes, and he's fucking rolling around on the ground.
He opens the can of peanut brittle and snakes fly out at him. He's like, I just want a drink and a snack.
And his whole family's laughing at him, and he's like, I really am the clown.
I just want to relax.
Yeah, thanks for the question.
Yeah, that's
And
yeah. The point is, these phobias are real. They need to be addressed.
Yeah.
Some of them are not jokes. They are real, and I believe this one. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Mhm. Yep.
Terrifying.
Oh, I now remembered. Last week we were talking about Jesse Perez called in and had a question about what we would put off until later, or what we would wish. I think what we'd wish we had done sooner.
Yes, that's it.
And we were talking about how it's like, yeah, like, you shouldn't have to start college until you're older, or like maybe the military. But I was thinking about, like, there are a lot of, like, a ton of people, and I think it's like amazing that there's so many young people, like 18, 19, that like are mature enough to get married or have kids. Like, they're like, that's not
Yeah.
impossible. Those people are out there and they exist, and like that's like, I just know from my experience, like thinking about myself at that age, I was like, oh yeah, that would have been impossible.
100%. Yeah.
But those people are out there and have done it, and that's incredible. And
Yeah, and to that point, there are still I mean, I still have friends who are not married or don't have kids, like that hasn't even been a thought in their head, and they're looking at me like,
Yeah, you're
dude,
talking about
I mean,
James.
that's crazy. I'm like, I mean, not really. It's but yeah, it's just whenever you feel ready to too. I mean,
Right.
it's yeah, personal preference.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about that this week sometime, and I was like, yeah. I hope I didn't come off saying like it's impossible for it to be done. There's a lot of people that are
No.
very mature and can handle a lot of really grown up shit very early on in their lives.
Yeah.
I was not one of them though.
Nope. Me neither.
Rock Dog says Mark needs to do another clown skit.
Yeah, I know. I need to get back on the skits, and I will because I'm stopping doing shows for a little bit because stuff's a little crazy right now. So
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. And this is a little inside scoop. Maybe we could do a couple this weekend.
yes, I will bring my camera. That would be a lot of fun. I was planning on that just in case something struck us. We're gonna be in a cabinet. We're gonna be in a car for fucking half a day. So go in there so there could be something there.
I wish there was a way. Like I know I've seen people do it, but like just live stream that whole drive. Because why not? I mean, we're sitting there. Like what?
Sure. Wow.
Can I sit in the back in the middle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Middle seat.
You always see people in movies sit in the middle seat in the back, and I've never seen anyone just sit in the middle in the back seat when no one's in there.
Whoa. You're right.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, why is that?
And it doesn't come off as odd to anybody else either.
When I was in high school, I had a pickup truck with a bench front seat, and I had and have a friend who thought it was hilarious to sit right next to me.
Uh-huh.
Like not sit
hilarious,
over.
yeah.
But then this friend also thought it was so funny, like to just jab his foot over to where the pedals were and like.
Oh God.
Dude, the dumb shit that kids would do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we were in a car one time. This was my friends Cody and Nathan. And Nathan was in the back seat, and he was like, he got I don't know, like, one guy's the punching bag for the day, in the group all the time. And Nate just like, we were on the highway, and he reached forward and tried to shift his car into like another, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, while we're on the highway. But like when you're a kid, you're like, I'm gonna fuck his car up by trying to put it in reverse while he's driving 65 miles an hour. It's like, yeah, dude, you would have killed all of us, and even worse, maybe somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. But when your brain, and that goes back to our point about being too young, historically, the brain just hasn't developed, and you don't think, you think you're invincible and whatever. That's why your choices are so poor in that era. You have freedom, but you probably shouldn't have freedom.
Yeah.
To do, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's fucking just moron.
But damn, do they make for good stories though.
Great, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Wouldn't have changed a thing.
Second behind parents' blowout stories are like dumb teenager shit stories. I feel like, like I can't believe we're still here type stories.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're so stupid.
Yep.
All right. Did we answer Surge's? We didn't come up with a word. Do we want to try and at least come up with one solid word, at least to get an entry into the book?
Yeah, it's point phobia.
Point phobia.
Point phobia?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Great.
Point phobia search. That's what we've got. Well, I don't know can we tweet that at like the dictionary or something?
I'll
how you get
ask
new
the
words in there?
dictionary. Yeah. Okay.
We'll figure that out. That's some clerical shit we'll figure out between episodes.
Okay. Clerical, yes.
I've got one more if unless you guys have one or
Sure. Yeah. One more. Yeah.
Go for it.
Hey there, guys. Zach here again. I had a would you rather. Would you rather, when you die, you have to relive the worst moment of your life over and over and over again for eternity? Now, don't tell me what, you know, in detail what that is. Or would you rather, when you die, however you died, that's what you feel for eternity? So, like, if you got shot in the head or something, you have the worst fucking headache for eternity, you know, something along those lines. Can't wait to see what your answers are, and shit can come to you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Zach, this is awful.
Zach,
It's
thanks.
like a
and
real-
SNC to you and yours. And
S&C, everybody. Whew. So this is interesting because once you pick the thing, then you could actually plan your death at some point, right?
I don't know.
Yep. I got mine.
You got yours? I mean, reliving my worst moment. I've survived all of my worst moments so far.
And I wonder if it plays over and over and over to the point where it's like, yeah, this isn't embarrassing anymore. Like, I
think you feel the same feeling.
Oh, you do? Oh,
that you did the
geez.
first time. Yeah. So it's almost like a mental pain or a physical pain over and over.
Zach, and when I said that this is awful, I didn't mean your question was awful. I just meant like the circumstances around the situation or the
Oh, for sure.
like
yeah.
that's what an awful choice to have to make. It's a great question.
What I'm saying is though, like, if I hire someone to blow me to death, then I'm gonna
Can that happen?
pick that one. You know what I mean? Like,
Hold on, let me Google this.
So I can plan it.
Guys, don't Google that.
If I'm allowed to do that. Or
blow me to death.
I feel like I don't want to speak for Zach, but I feel like Steven, you boiled it down properly. It's the mental pain or physical pain for the rest of eternity. I feel like that's the gist of it.
Right. It's a great question. I don't know. That's tough. That's very tough.
I feel maybe mental pain. I feel like that would be easier to become numb to or adjust to
than physical pain. I think so.
Yeah, than physical pain or over time you might be able to reinterpret the situation and say, oh, maybe that isn't so bad. Look at this.
Yeah, if you get attacked by a shark, I mean,
that's just
and
there's no two ways around it. You're being ripped in half.
Yeah, you're being ripped in half over and over and over.
Okay, so maybe the most embarrassing, worst mental is.
I would go with that. I mean, Steven, if you're planning on getting blown to death, then
I'm just trying to.
I would go with that.
Thinking out of the box here, and onto my cack. You know.
But
I'm
like,
just trying to figure out a way to beat the system. I always am.
but
Mhm.
like, I think Oki's right. Like, I don't think like you're like the blowing is not what kills you.
no, yeah, it would be the
There's
heart attack.
there's
Heart
Yeah.
attack,
some
yeah.
underlying like
So now you
dehydration
just
or
feel
heart
your
attack.
heart explode with your pants down.
And it happens to be
And that
Uh,
might be your
Bubba.
most embarrassing moment.
that's
Oh
right.
my
that's
god.
Right. That's right.
I'm so embarrassed my heart can't handle a blowy.
Right. You go before you enter like hell. You're shown two screens, and both videos playing the same event on both screens. You're like, fuck.
And the devil's also laughing. He's like, I can't believe this. This is the first time.
Yeah, it's tough. I guess a worst moment, huh?
I would think so.
Yeah.
That
Dying can't
unanimous?
feel good. Even if you die in your sleep,
Ooh.
you still like die, right? I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean they're like
I guess it's a gamble. It's like I know my lifestyle. I think, I don't bungee jump. I don't go in the ocean. You just hang out in your room and you just hope to.
But what if you plant like would you feel like he gave the example of being shot in the head? Oh, you feel like you got a headache, But what if you get like hit by an atom bomb or something? You're not going to feel the pain of an atom bomb, right? Like it's instant like you're not going to feel anything, would you?
the problem. We don't know. We've
I
never had anybody. It could be like that instant. Like you could
This
feel
is atom bomb pain what I'm feeling right now.
right. Like we can't talk to anybody that's ever felt it.
maybe just when they say it's instant, I don't know if they're just like, yeah, that's done. Like maybe for 2 seconds, you're like, oh my fucking god, and then it's over.
Maybe, yeah. This goes back to that very early podcast where Mark talks about going into a black hole and reporting back what he sees.
Oh yeah,
But I think it would be instant. Like,
right, yeah.
oof.
When you guys think of atom bomb in your brain, is it always just the video footage from Terminator that plays? Like that is my like that is what an atom bomb death to me is. Like that person like that's holding on to the chain link fence,
Mm-hmm.
and they just get turned into a skeleton.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, yeah.
What's always stuck with me is like that's what happens.
Huh.
Don't know if that's true. Don't want to find out the truth because it's probably more grisly than that.
Wow. God, funny stuff, you guys.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
I
Oh,
tell
what
ya,
a note
this-
to go out on.
I think we're leaning towards worst moment. But damn, there's been some bad ones. Good question though. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Makes you think
do-
for sure.
I do love the would you rathers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right. Well, on that bombshell, is that us for the week?
Probably. Probably. Yeah.
We got anything big or exciting coming up, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. What big and exciting stuff do we have coming up?
Aha.
Because it's something. We are exciting and entertaining.
Yes. What is it?
Yeah, I'm lost.
I didn't want to. I don't know what it is. I just did. I didn't want to like
Oh.
leave it in, like leave it as a question. Like we maybe don't have anything big and exciting coming
Right,
up.
yeah. Oh boy, guys, hang
Whatever we
on to your
have.
seats because we got something crazy about to
Yeah.
happen.
Edit, yeah, re-edit this.
Yeah. We'll
Oh
fix it.
boy,
We'll fix
I've got something planned. You'll see.
it. Okay. Oh, that's exciting. Something coming out on YouTube. That's fun.
That's true. Yeah, no, we did one VR chat skit that I'm working on that is, oh boy, it is wild. It is wild. I can't wait for you to see it.
And we actually played a game last night that probably the majority is going to be for our Patreon in a bonus video and not
Much of it
for
will
the
be cut
public.
out.
Yeah. Right.
Somebody said, "Should we be frat guys?" And then it was all just a blur from there. I think I blacked out.
Right.
Like most frat parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were in character.
Exactly. These are characters. So not us
Characters.
saying these things. Characters.
We do not associate or support the ideas of these individuals.
No.
Just putting that out there.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for hanging out.
Oh, you're
what-
welcome.
Do we have anything? I feel like, is there anything positive? Like any positive news? Like try to
No.
counteract this
No, let's
nuclear
see.
blast death talk.
No.
Yeah,
Let's see
yeah,
what
there's
happened in the
gotta be-
news here.
Yeah, wait a minute. There's got to be something positive. Let me.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul won. So no, nothing positive in the news. No.
Oh, Donda came out. That's something. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that dropped yesterday. Everybody, I hate Kanye.
I don't get it, but all right, you know.
Yeah.
I actually listened to a bit and said, I guess this is what happens when you turn 4. You don't like what the kids listen to.
It's yeah. It's the hard part of growing up is learning that not everything's for you anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not our turn anymore.
Oh well. Well, we tried to brighten this one up and we got even darker. So that's the end,
Yep.
everybody.
See you guys.
See everybody. Thank you very much for everything. And we will see you all next week. Probably sooner than that.
Yep. Shit and come, everybody.
Shouldn't come to you.
Thank you.